It's pretty amazing how just one word, if it's the right one, can immediately conjure up such a clear image, right? Capturing so much meaning.
Oh, absolutely. The English language has this really cool capacity for being both sweeping and super specific.
Exactly. And exploring some of these, let's say, more interesting words doesn't just, expand your vocabulary.
No, it gives you a sharper way to see things, to understand people, the world. It's like getting a key to clearer communication.
Yeah, like unlocking little codes. So today, we're going to try and unlock a few of those. We're diving into some really intriguing English words.
Sounds good. A sort of toolkit for understanding and talking about things a bit better.
Precisely. Let's kick things off with misanthrope.
Okay, misanthrope. So misanthrope is, well, someone who generally dislikes humankind. They tend to avoid people, society.
It's more than just being shy, then.
Oh, yeah, much more. It's like a deep-seated distrust, maybe even a disdain for people as a whole, not just needing alone time.
Right. So you might picture someone who's a misanthrope choosing to live way out somewhere remote, not just for quiet, but because they actively want to avoid others.
Exactly. It's quite an intense fit.
It really sounds like it.
Yep.
Okay, related but distinct. Let's look at misogynist.
A misogynist specifically harbors a strong dislike or prejudice against women.
It's a specific gender-based bias.
Yes. And unfortunately, it's something we still encounter. Misogynistic attitudes can surface in different places.
Definitely a word that's relevant in discussions about gender equality and challenging harmful ideas. Okay, next one. Pessimist. I think most of us have met someone like this.
Probably. A pessimist is basically someone who, almost always expects the worst possible outcome. Their default is negative.
Like the classic glass half-empty person.
Exactly that. Give them a challenge, and the first thing they'll likely focus on is, how it could all go wrong. All the potential failures.
Yeah, the pitfalls. Okay, let's flip that coin. How about hedonist?
Hedonist. This is someone who really prioritizes pleasure, enjoyment, fun. That's kind of their main goal in life.
So they're actively seeking things that bring immediate joy.
Right. Sensory pleasure, satisfying experiences. I think maybe someone who loves fine dining, travel, anything that feels good now.
Interesting. It does make you think about, balance, doesn't it?
It does. Too much focus maybe misses other things.
Good point. All right, let's shift gears slightly. Words for laughter. First, giggle.
A giggle. That's usually that light, sort of bubbly, maybe high-pitched laugh.
Yeah.
Often comes from amusement, sometimes even a bit of nervousness.
Yeah, like if you share a silly joke or see something just plain funny in a movie.
Those moments often bring on giggles. It feels quite lighthearted, positive.
Definitely. Okay, what about its slightly sneakier cousin, Snicker?
Snicker.
Yeah.
That's different. It's quieter, often suppressed. It suggests you're amused by something maybe a little bit inappropriate or at someone else's minor misfortune.
Right. Like if you see someone almost trip, but they don't actually fall or get hurt, you might suppress a little snicker.
Exactly. There's a little touch of, mischief maybe.
Yeah, mischief is a good word for it. Okay, now for a word with some real historical gravity. Regicide.
Regicide. It's quite straightforward. The act of killing a king or a queen.
Simple definition, but huge implications historically.
Oh, absolutely. In many periods, regicide was seen as this earth-shattering event, a crime against God even, a massive turning point.
You definitely see that word pop up in history books dealing with, monarchs and revolutions.
Sure. Okay, shifting again, let's touch on a couple of phobias, common fears. First, arachnophobia.
The fear of spiders.
Yes, and it's often a really persistent, intense fear, not just dislike, but real fear. Even seeing a tiny spider can cause a significant anxiety reaction in someone with arachnophobia.
It's one of those fears that seems common, but can genuinely be debilitating for someone who has it. Makes you feel distressed by something others ignore. Ever felt a fear like that strong?
It really highlights how personal fear can be. And related, we have cynophobia.
Which is?
Fear of dogs.
Ah, okay. And that must also make everyday life quite tricky sometimes.
It really can. Since dogs are pretty common, in parks, on streets, it can create real challenges for someone with cynophobia. It's a significant fear for many people.
Wow. So quite a range there. We've covered misanthrope, misogynist, pessimist, hedonist.
Giggle, snicker, regicide.
And the phobias, arachnophobia and cynophobia.
Yeah, and each one offers a specific shade of meaning, doesn't it? A way to be more precise about human feelings, actions, reactions.
It really shows the spectrum of how we experience things and interact with the world.
The nuance is quite incredible.
It makes you appreciate how rich language is, how one little word can pack in so much. Makes you wonder what other fascinating words are out there just waiting for us to, discover them.